All right, welcome to Bar Fusion. My name is Carly. I hope your Thursday's off to a good start. This class will be a little bit of a mix of yoga, a little bit of bar, a little bit of strength training. So if you have a pair of weights or something that could be useful as light weights, like soup cans or full water bottles, that would be great for just a couple minutes. Grab a water if you need one. The bar that, if you don't have a bar at home, totally fine. Just grab a chair or a countertop, something that can give you a little bit of stability. Make sure you reviewed the participant waiver before we get started, and try to keep yourself muted the whole time. This class will be recorded, but only my video will be on the recording, not yours, only mine. Let's go ahead and get started. So we'll stand nice and tall away from the bar to start. Feeling your feet just a little bit wider than hip width and take a nice soft bend in the knees. So here we're just going to shift our weight from side to side, keeping that nice deep bend in the knees. You can start to add just a little shift to the shoulders, really just feeling our weight in our feet. Go ahead and find a nice middle ground, feeling the weight distributed between both feet, and we'll soften the head and neck around just from side to side, just starting to waken up. Even here with the small movements, we can engage the core, stabilize from the back. Good, and then go ahead and stand up nice and tall with the spine. Press the heart open towards the front of the room. Exhale, contract, curving forward. And you can add your arms as much as feels comfortable for you. Press back, shoulders open. And then if you want, clasp the arms as you press forward, contract in the core. Try to find a little bit more movement each time. Using the breath, activating the core. Good. From here, we'll find a nice parallel right under your hips, so just a little bit narrower than where we were. Shoulders up and back towards the back of the room. Still keeping that nice gentle bend in the knees. Keeping that active breath, finding a little bit more movement. Good, and then reversing the shoulders towards the front. Keep it going. Good. Big circles with the elbows. Trying to reach those elbows straight up towards the sky as you go to the back. And 4 big circles towards the front. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and reach those arms down and long towards the back of your room. Kind of like a double backstroke. Big circles. Good. Finding a nice wide position with the feet. We'll take one arm circle at a time and adding that shift of weight back in. So we're pressing the arms straight down behind us, shifting the weight from side to side as we go. Good. Once you feel it up for it, you can add a little bit bigger twist so that we're looking towards the back as we're pressing that arm down, keeping that core nice and engaged. Good. Wonderful. Go ahead and stand back in there, nice parallel. Inhale the arms up high to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold over your legs, heavy head at the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift, find a nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold, soften in the knees, relax in the head and neck. Give a little shake of the head, yes and no a few times. One more time, inhale, halfway lift, stretch the legs. Exhale, forward fold, heavy head, relaxing in the spine. Softening in the knees to slowly roll up, stacking one vertebrae at a time as you come up to standing. Good. From here, we'll check out our pelvic alignment before we get started at the bar. So just place your hands on your hips. Here, we want to play with our spine going forward and back. So finding a little bit of a tuck, a little bit of extension. Finding that nice deep bend in the knees, feeling that movement. So if you find your spine nice and arched, core kind of forward, ribs forward, relaxing there. This is just a little bit too much because we can't really engage our core in this position. So let's do the opposite. Bringing that pelvis forward. Our back feels a little bit longer. Core might be a little engaged, but also a little squished. Not enough space. So find a nice neutral position with our sit bones going straight down towards the ground. Belly button can be pressed back to our spine while our back is nice and long. Good. We can step on towards the bar. We'll take our feet in parallel, heels and toes together, standing nice and tall. Soften in the knees so that your knees are going right over your toes. Press up in the feet, and then releve, stretch the legs. We'll do that 3 more times, just stretching the bottom of the feet. Plie, bend the knees down. Lift up in the heels, maintaining that good posture. Press up, and then lower down. 2 more times. Down. Nice long spine as you lift the heels. Stretch. And down. 1 more time. And lift. And stretch. Lower down. Good. From here, we'll releve straight up. So lifting those heels high up off the floor. Staying here for just a moment, hands off the bar right in front. And then lift one hand at a time above your head. Keeping that posture the whole time. Inner thighs working. Press the arms open to the side. And lower back down. 1 more time. Nice deep bend in the knees. Lift the heels. Press up. Find your balance, arms right in front. 1 arm at a time, lifting up over your head. And pressing the arms open to the side. And back down. Very good. 1 more time going up to our releve here. We'll soften in our knees. We're going to find little pulses down, activating the backs of the legs, feeling that accent on the down. Keeping those legs working together so that our knees are going straight forward over our toes. And trying to challenge yourself with the height of the heels as high as is comfortable for today. If after a while you want to lower the heels a little bit, that's totally fine. Do what you need. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lower the heels down. We'll step the right foot back for just a short calf stretch. Even here, we really want to think about that nice long spine, core lifted, bend in the back knee. Good, stepping back to your parallel, switching legs, left foot back. Soften in that back knee. Good, stepping on back. Find that nice deep plie with your feet together again. We'll lift the heels up, shoulders open as you releve up, and then soft bend in the knee, keeping that back nice and long, pelvis neutral. Here we'll play with that pelvis going front and back, all while keeping the knees over the toes, keeping the heels high and the shoulders open. Good, now add some movement side to side. Really, again, trying to stabilize in the ankles, just side to side movement. Good, and then back to neutral, feeling that pelvis nice and even in the middle. We'll find our pulses 1 more time. Nice and deep plies this time. 2, 3. Knees over the toes. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releve the legs up and lower back down. Good. We'll find our feet in a first position, so toes apart, heels together, just like a tiny V. We're going to relevate, lifting the heels in our first position, and we'll find a plie knees open over the toes. Here, we really want to make sure that our knees are truly opening to the side and not going forward at all. Yeah, so now we're working with our turnout, knees open to the side. So first position facing the bar, we'll get into our releve the same way. Plie down, lift the heels, knees open, and releve up. You can step the feet just a little closer together if that's comfortable. Soft bend in the knees, little pulses down, knees over toes. 2, 3, 4. Good. Keep that core nice and lifted. If you want, you can challenge yourself without your bar. One arm at a time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Staying in your plie, lifting the arms up right in front. Hold like you're holding a big beach ball. So strong arms. Then lift one arm at a time over your head. The bar is always there if you need it. And then open the arms to the side, second position. Back down. One more moment in your plie, keeping those knees bent. And we'll inhale to stretch the legs, lower the heels down. Good. From here, we'll step back in parallel. Lift one leg for a quad stretch. Soften in the opposite knee, and then press that foot into the hand. Really targeting the quad. Good. Keep breathing. Good. On your next exhale, drop that leg back down to the floor. We'll find that on the other side. Keeping the knee pointing straight down. We'll soften the standing leg and then press the foot back into the hand. Good. Keep that breath nice and active. Good. From here, we're going to step sideways to the bar. So only one hand on your bar or countertop. We're going to stand in that nice wide second position that we found at the start of class. We'll inhale the arms up and then open and then hands to our hips. Just to check out that nice neutral pelvis, keeping our core up and our back nice and long. We'll bend the knees over our toes, lift the heels up, finding those same pulses in our second position. Nice and deep plie. Good. And 8 more, lifting that arm right in front of your heart, like you're holding that big beach ball. And 8 extra to test the balance without the bar. Keep that back nice and tall. If you need the bar, it's there. Good. Good. Now find a nice deep plie. You can always put your hand back on your hip. We're going to lower one heel at a time. Right foot, left foot, right, left. Keeping that pelvis nice and neutral. Only the heel is moving. Good. Keep it going. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower those heels down together and then press up together. This time we'll use our arm right in front of us, testing yourself without the bar. Always pressing those knees open, heels forward. Good. Go at a pace that feels comfortable for you. If you want to go a little faster, a little slower. Just keep that breath nice and active. Good. 2 more. Last one. Stay there. Bend the knees a little deeper. Good. We'll inhale those arms up above our head. Try to keep that balance. And open to the side. We'll stretch our legs lower down. Good. Find your parallel right underneath your hips. We'll inhale the arms up. Taking a moment to stretch the backs of our legs. Swan dive forward, fold over. Breathe into the backs of the legs. Heavy head looking down towards the back of the room. Soften in the knees. Relax in the spine. Inhale to stretch the legs, halfway lift, pressing the heart forward. Good. On your next exhale, soften in the knees, heavy head, looking towards the back. And using that soft knees plie to roll up, coming back to standing. Good. Facing the bar once more, we'll do our right foot in front, left foot step back, almost like we're going into that calf stretch. From here, we're going to soften in both knees, trying to find a nice 90-degree angle down. So you might need to step your foot back just a little farther. You really want to keep that pelvis nice and neutral here. We'll lift the front heel and find little pulses down in our lunge. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more, 8. Keep those heels nice and high, shoulders open. Good. Knees pointing right in front of you. We'll lower the front heel down and lift. 2, 3, 4. Keep that nice heavy back knee. 6, 7, and 8. One more time with our pulses. Down, down. Here you can challenge yourself, one arm off at a time, or not. The bar is always there. Good, and then 8 pulses down. 1, 2, lowering just that heel, keeping everything else low to the floor. 2, and 1. Good, stepping back to the bar in a releve, and then let yourself lower straight down with the heels. Good. We'll find that all on the other side. So nice and tall in our parallel, step the right foot back. Again, like we're going into that calf stretch, but then goal here is to find a nice neutral pelvis, knees pointing either straight forward at the front, straight down towards the floor at the back. Lifting that front heel off the mat, little pulses down. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. Keep breathing. Good. Now stay nice and low to the floor. Lower the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that low pelvis. 2 more. Good. A little lower this time. Pulse down. Good. 8 more. And always test your balance. Good. Last set. Heel down. Two more. Lovely. Releve right up towards the bar. Lower the heels down. And then just take a moment to shake it out. We'll find a nice quad stretch this time, just with one hand on the bar. Keeping our standing legs straight. Really let the pelvis be nice and long here. Pointing that knee straight down towards the ground. Good. Keep that core nice and lifted. Beautiful. Let that foot go. We'll find our quad stretch on the other side. You can change your facing towards the bar if you need to hold on. Really letting that knee point straight down towards the ground. Keep breathing. Good. Exhale to lower that foot down towards the ground. We'll find ourselves facing our bar once more, this time in our first position. Again, toes apart, heels together. We'll lift our foot off the floor so that our knee can be to the side and our toes are pointed, and we're going to put it right to our ankle bone. Almost like we're making a triangle with the space between our legs. From here, we'll lift it up to what's called our retire, a passe position, and then back down. We'll keep going here, really targeting the back side of the leg and the hamstring so that we're keeping this nice and neutral and we're just lifting straight up, straight down. So facing your bar for stability, feel nice and tall on that standing side. We'll scoop the toes, toe to our ankle bone, and then lift them up. Down, up, down, really trying to target the movement. Hamstring lifts the leg from underneath. Glute is active to keep our leg working in turnout and rotation. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Test our balance, one arm at a time. Inhale those arms up over your head. Open to second position with the arms out. And lower down, take a little plie in the legs to relax the ankles. Good. Finding your first position, shifting your weight onto your other leg, lifting to the toe to ankle bone. You can stay facing the bar. I'm going to face you for now. Finding that same activation from the back side and underneath, lift the leg up, hips stay even, down. Just the hamstring and the glute working, pressing that knee open. Picking up the speed just a little bit, down, up, up. Keep that knee open. Good, shoulders are nice and open, heart is tall, spine is long, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay nice and tall, test the balance. Good, lift those arms up over your head. Taller to open to the side. And lower back down, soft bend in the knees. Good. From here, we'll rest our arms on the bar, either forearms on the counter or you can do hands, whatever works for you. We'll step back to make an L with our body. From here, keeping our core nice and long at first, we'll extend one leg to the back and then let the pelvis tilt just the slightest bit forward. Here, we want to keep our leg and toes nice and long. And we're going to find little circles out with the whole leg. Good, form arm with a stretched leg. Good, now soften in that standing leg 4 times. Good. And keep that soft bend in the standing leg, but then reverse your circle, go the other direction. Tiny movement. And stretch the standing leg, keep that same direction going. Good. And lower down, step forward, we'll bend the back leg to stretch down the calf. Beautiful. Stepping back to the bar, we'll find that on the other side. So finding that L position first. From here, relaxing on the bar to lift the left leg up. Keeping the leg straight, pelvis tilts just the slightest bit, core is still active. Little circles of that left leg. Reaching the leg far away, toes are pointed and long. Good, now 4 counts with a nice soft bend. Keep those tight circles going. Beautiful. And reverse your circles. Good, stretch that standing leg, keep that same direction going. Beautiful. Stepping forward, stretch that standing leg calf. Keep breathing. All right, we'll stand with one hand on the bar. We're going to find what's called our tendu to the front, pointing our toes straight in front of us. So hand on our hip on the outside arm. We'll point one foot in front of us and then close it back to first. Try the other foot, make sure our heel's forward, leg is nice and straight, close it back. Let's do that once more each side, tendu. And close. One more to the first side, out and close. This time we'll stay out with our tendu. So press that foot in front of us. Find little pulses of leg up, up, heel forward, inner thigh working towards the front of the room. Good, keep it going. Core is lifted, back is long and tall. Good, now this time hold it up. We'll test our balance without the bar. Good, keep that heart nice and tall. Open the arms to the side and then find your first. Good, let's find that on the other side. So tendu in front of us. Little pulses up and down. Back of the leg is pressing the inner thigh forward. Good, heel forward, heel forward. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay there. Now feel that straight leg down into the floor. Test the balance. Good. Open the arms and back down to our first. Beautiful. Facing the bar. Feet in our first position. Lifting the leg from the back using the glutes. Always targeting the glutes. Soft bend in the knees. We'll transfer our weight into our right leg so that we can lift our left leg behind in what's called an attitude. So here, the leg doesn't need to be too high because we really still want to keep that core nice and active and tall. Long spine. From here, we'll pulse the leg up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more, 8. Really keeping that knee open, open, open. Good. From here, we'll pulse the standing heel up and down, keeping that working leg right where it is, shaping the back leg, stabilizing, and just lifting the heel. Beautiful. And lower that foot down, keeping both heels high. We'll inhale to stretch. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Find that nice deep plie down. Shift the weight into the left leg so that we can lift the right leg behind. We'll find our little pulses up and down on a flat leg. Remember, core is lifted, really just targeting the back of the leg to lift the whole leg up together. One piece pulsing up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pulsing that standing heel up and down for 8. Take your time so that we're really working on that knee staying open over the toes. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Stay high on the heels. Bring that leg in. Neutral pelvis to lift you straight and lower back down. Good. If you have your weights, go ahead and grab those now. Just a couple moments to target the arms. I'm just using 3-pound weights. If you have 2, 3, 4, 5-pound weights, probably not too much higher than that. Again, soup cans, full water bottles work well too. So we'll find in that nice parallel position we've been talking about. Soft bend in the knees, pelvis is nice and neutral. Holding our arms straight in front of us, hands up. We'll lift up for bicep curls. 1, 8 times. Good. Keep those shoulders nice and open, core lifted, shoulders down and away from the ears. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let the hands face in towards each other so our weights are up and down. We'll press and open side to side. 2, 3, 4. Take your time finding movement without sacrificing our good posture. Good. 2 more. All right, beautiful. Lifting that same shape above our head, we'll open and close in this position, keeping those 90-degree angles to the floor. Out and in. 2, 3. Even here, shoulders down, no tension. 3 more. Good. 1. From here, pressing up and down. Keep those shoulders down. Pull it down. 2, 3. Keep breathing. 3 more. 2, 1. Good. I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to pitch forward just a little bit more so pelvis tilts back just the slightest bit. Forearms nice and close in towards the body. We'll press back and then bring it forward. Press back and in. 8 times total. Good. Keep breathing. Straight back, straight in. 3 more. 2, and 1. Good. Now we'll stay back here. Flip the hands so that our palms are pointing upwards towards the sky with little pulses. Good. Keep breathing. Keep those shoulders open. 8 more. Beautiful. Go ahead and put those weights down just for a moment. We'll find our parallel position. Inhale the arms up high over your head. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold over the legs. Heavy head down. Go ahead and soften one knee at a time. Just pedaling through the knees. You can add the feet if you want. Let your head be nice and heavy. Relax the neck. Good. On your next inhale, stretch the legs halfway, lift long spine. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Soften the knees once more, pedaling through the feet and knees. Nice and soft movements, relaxing in the head and neck. Good. On your next inhale, soft bend in the knees. Slowly roll up to standing, one spine at a time, or one part of the spine at a time. We'll inhale the shoulders up and down the back, right up towards the sky, looking up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Good. From here, go ahead and clasp the hands behind the back. We'll press the heart forward, hands pulled down the spine. Really trying to find more space across the front of the chest. Gently lift the focus, chin goes up. Keep breathing. Good. Let's pick up those weights. One more round of that. Finding that nice stable position in the legs, relaxing in the ankles, deep bend of the knees over our toes. We'll find that strong table position to start for 8 bicep curls. 2, 3, 4. Keeping that heart nice and open, shoulders proud. Good. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Turn those hands in, pressing open and close. Good. Stabilize that pelvis, nice and deep bend in the knees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take that nice shape up to your about shoulder height, and we'll press open in our 90-degree angles. Good. 4 more here. Good. Relax the neck, keep it long. 1 more. Good. Keep those arms nice and strong in our field goal. We'll press up, pull it down. Press up and down. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Neck is free. You could shake your head no while you did it. Good. 4, 5, 6. 2 more. Good. Almost done. Finding that pitch forward. Core still lifted and active. Back is nice and long. We'll have our palms facing inward to press back and back in. 8 times here. Keep breathing. Last one. 8. And find our little pulses back, palms pointing upwards, pulsing up and down. Keeping those legs nice and strong. 8 more. Good. All right, done with the weights for today. We'll finish with a little bit of items closer to the floor on our mat. Inhale those arms up high to our sky to get down. Exhale over our legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold, hands on the floor to step back to our plank. Stay nice and high in the arms. Elbows are pointing in towards each other. Pressing the heart forward, head is nice and long. Finding our breath here, pressing the floor away with the hands, lifting taller in the back. Good. On your next exhale, lift the pelvis high, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to find that same pedal through the feet. Softening in the knees and ankles, relaxing down the spine, reaching the tail a little higher towards the sky. Good. On your next inhale, lift the heels high up off the floor. We'll press our spine back towards our thighs, and then one part of your spine at a time undulates forward to come into our plank, using our breath. On your next exhale, lift the pelvis high, downward facing dog. Let's try that one more time. Finding that nice spine articulation. Lift our heels up high. Press your spine a little bit longer, and then contract one part at a time, starting with the tail, sends you forward into your plank. Good. On your next inhale, shift the weight forward, hug the elbows in, lower knees, chest, chin down towards the floor. We'll press the floor away to come into your cobra. Shoulders open down the back, lots of space between the shoulders and the ears. We'll turn our head from side to side just to make sure the neck is nice and free. Good. Exhale, lower down. We'll tuck the toes, press yourself back, this time just to find a table pose. If you need to take a moment, you can stretch your wrists, letting them fold under each other, take a circle of the wrist. Find that on both sides, just doing what you need. And when you're ready, find your hands right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips so that we have that nice long table position. On your next inhale, curve your head and spine down, looking towards the belly button. And reverse that, looking up towards the sky, belly button falls down towards the floor. Finding that same undulation type action here in our cat and cow. Letting the movement start with the tail and go all the way through the head. Finding a little bit of deeper curves each time. Good. From here, you can add some side to side movement, wagging the tail, circling the head and neck. Really just moving in a way that feels good. And shift your weight forward and back. Good, and on your next exhale, reach the hands forward, sit the hips back just for a moment in child's pose. Let the forehead be heavy to the floor here. No tension in the hips or the legs, just relaxing on your mat. Good, on your next inhale, shift the weight forward back into your hands. We'll go ahead and step the right foot in between the hands in front of us. From here, we'll keep our back knee where it is, lift the hands on our leg in front. Really trying to get a nice deep stretch here. We want to keep our core nice and lifted and press forward only enough so that our knee is stacked right over our heel. Keep that back nice and tall, core long. We'll inhale the arms up over our head, looking up like you're holding a big watermelon between those hands. Good. On your next exhale, press those hands down the side, right down by the foot. From here, tuck the toes behind. Find a moment of a long leg and back. Runner's lunge. Good. Hands on the floor. Step back to our downward facing dog. Beautiful. On your next exhale, lower the knees down, finding our table pose. This time, stepping our left knee or left foot in front. Again, finding that good alignment so that when we put our hands up on our knee, we're nice and tall in the core, getting that nice deep quad stretch, hip flexor stretch, but not going too far forward. We want to stay nice and stacked in the front leg. Belly button to spine, pelvis still as neutral as can be. We'll inhale the hands up, looking above our head. Keep breathing. Good. Exhale to press those hands open to the side. Hands in the floor. Press the back leg straight, finding just a moment in our lunge. Good. On your next inhale, step both feet back, meeting in downward facing dog. Again, you can take a moment here to pedal through the feet. Breathe down the backs of the legs, finding a little deeper stretch. On your next inhale, we'll extend the right flex foot high to the sky, keeping it in parallel. Shift the weight forward, hover the leg, knee to nose. Once more, flex that foot straight behind three-legged downward dog. Exhale, hover knee to nose. Last time on this side, inhale, flex that foot high. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, step the foot between the hands. Step the feet a little bit closer together into our pyramid stretch. Really targeting the back side of that leg. You can rest the hands either on either side of the front foot or on top of the front leg. Really keeping those hips nice and square without too much twisting. Letting the neck and head be free. And finding your nice deep full breath to help you cool down. Good. Take a nice soft bend in the back leg and flex the front foot, shifting the hands back to help you balance. And stepping forward onto that front foot, reaching the hands in front of you about a foot, just so that we can extend the back leg nice and straight for a moment. Toes just barely off the floor. Good. Finding yourself in a nice deep forward fold. Soft bend in the knees, step back to our plank. Long spine for a moment, then lift downward facing dog. Good. Inhale the left foot high, keeping it nice and parallel, just like on the other side. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting the weight forward in the hands. Inhale to flex that foot high to the sky, pelvis neutral. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time, inhale, press that foot high. Exhale, stepping forward between the hands, moving through that knee to nose position. Here, adjust the hands, adjust the feet to find pyramid on the other side. Really relaxing in the head and the neck. Nose reaching down towards the knee. Hands where they make sense for you, either tented on either side of the front foot or resting on the front of the front leg. Good. Let your hands shift back just the slightest bit. Soft bend in the back leg, flexing the front foot. And stepping forward onto the front foot, reaching the hands about a foot in front. Reach those back toes off the floor, extending the back leg a little bit more. Good. On your next exhale, reach both feet back to meet in your plank. Take a couple breaths here, feeling nice and long, head to heels. And on your next exhale, lift the pelvis high, downward facing dog. Good. Looking towards the hands, gently begin to step the feet towards the front of your mat. Take one last soft bend in the knees down here. We'll slowly roll up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale the arms high over our head. We'll exhale down through the center and press your arms open to the side of the room. Just a quick stretch of the arms, one arm bends, and then take it with the elbow with the hand, keeping that heart nice and tall, back long, down towards the floor. Good. Letting that side go, long arms towards the side, switching sides. So now my left elbow, right hand grabs. Again, keeping those ribs closed, core nice and lifted, long down the spine. Keep breathing. Good, letting that stretch go, letting the arms clasp behind the back for one last chest expander, pulling the arms down, chest open towards the front of the room. Lifting the chin ever so slightly, pulling the shoulders down the back away from the ears. Good, letting that go and finding one last circle of the head all the way around to the right. Heavy head, open the heart. And then one last head circle to the left. All right. Good work today, guys. Thanks for joining me for Bar Fusion. Again, my name is Carly, and I hope to see you guys next week.